Shalom Akim. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rekakwadash for allowing me to do another lesson. Yahweh is who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And there's no God beside him. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect. Real quick, I just want to get into a update or some news by Expl0sives, as he does quick videos. It says, get ready, senators give satellite phones for disruptive event that will take out communications.
This is Expl0sives.
This is dated May 22nd, 2022, which is today, right?
And here today that dozens of U.S. senators have been issued satellite phones to be used during an emergency situation. And this situation is what they're dubbing a disruptive event. Whatever that may be. Apparently, our senators are being told that something is incoming here right around the corner, and that these phones that have been distributed as part of a new security effort from the Senate Sergeant at Arms have been offered to every single senator in case of a big-time emergency. It's unclear exactly which senators took part in this, but they're saying that last month, Karen Gibson put this out and said that satellite communication will ensure a redundant and secure means of communication during a disruptive event. So the red flags are flying now, and the questions are coming in as well. What is the disruptive event? They obviously know that something is about to happen, and they're preparing their senators for such an event. You know, lights out, and as it says here, the phones will support security measures during an emergency that takes out communications in the United States. Folks, we've got a big event about to happen where the communication and comms are about to go down, and they are making sure that our senators have satellite phones to be able to deal with the situation. This is real deal. I'm going to break this down further on the live stream. Make sure to join me. Going live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. There's links below. Hit that subscribe button for more. This has been Expl0sives. Stay sharp.
Hey, this guy beat me to it. Or this girl, Mimi See You. Because I was going to bring this article out too, which I got it from the brother Arya Kayal. He did a lesson on it, going into 30 tons of explosives have just vanished. You know, quote unquote vanished. Where she said, look up 60,000 pounds of explosive fertilizer missing. Wouldn't that just tickle their sustainable development overload dreams? False flag alert. And mind you, you know, they had an influx of these migrants come in. All right. So we already know this devil wants to chip the people, and at the same time bringing his NWO, you know, bringing his lockdowns, bringing his totalitarian system. So this all comes at a perfect time. Then you got the Fed now coming in July. All right, which as a side note, you know, it's good to read the comment boards, especially on, you know, channels like Dabu, Dave Hodges, Gerald Salente. They're different, like alternative news media, you know, because the people that watch that, they are also, you know, looking at the end. All right, whereas it's obvious that shit is about to hit the fan. All right, it's obvious that shit is about to hit the fan. So this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. It's nice outside. People was on vacation mode. All right, they're thinking about where they're going to go for their next trip. Meanwhile, these things are happening. And, like Apostle Tahar brought out, notice how they're not talking about all these, the train derailments. Like, they just miraculously stop. Or the explosions of different food facilities. Like, they just miraculously stop. Whereas this article says 60,000 pounds of an explosive chemical lost during rail shipment. The company that was transporting the ammonium nitrate from Wyoming to California said the release should pose no risk to public health or environment if the loss resulted from a leak. Now, it's good to note too that this is on NBC News, right? So if they're telling you, this mainstream news, then it's something that we should be thinking about. All right, was they don't really tell the people what's going on in the world. About 60,000 pounds of a chemical, and they tell you what they want you to know. All right, which meaning something can definitely be about to happen real soon. About 60,000 pounds of a chemical used as both a fertilizer and an explosive is missing after likely disappearing during a rail trip from Wyoming to California last month. A rail car carrying ammonium nitrate left a plant operated by explosive manufacturer Dyno Noble in Cheyenne, Wyoming on April 12th, according to an incident report filed by a representative of the company, while the National Response Center on May 10th. The report states that the chemical was released due to an unknown cause, and that it was discovered missing after the rail car arrived in Saltdale, California, an unincorporated community more than 1,000 miles from Cheyenne. At the time of the report, the car was empty and on its way back to Wyoming, according to the company. Ammonium nitrate has been a key ingredient used in both terror attacks and fatal accidents. At least 581 people were killed in 1947 when more than 2,000 tons of the chemical exploded on a cargo ship that had docked a port in Texas City, Texas. The same year in Brest, France, a Norwegian ship that contained about 3,000 tons of ammonium nitrate exploded, leading to 29 deaths. It was also used in 1970 bombing on the University of Wisconsin-Madison campus that led to 1 death and several injuries. So that's pretty much on that. Let's go finish this out. Right? Oh, it's more. It says in 2020, it was the source of a colossal explosion in Beirut, Lebanon, when more than 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate detonated, killing more than 200 people and injuring thousands. So I wouldn't be surprised if, a major data center or a major substation goes up in flames. Because this devil, as I mentioned before, he wants a lights out scenario where he could just go crazy. All right, and come back with an even crazier plan. All right, which is the NWO, which is where he will implement that CHIP. All right, and the skepticism for most is going to go away. They just going to want safety. But as the scriptures say, when he shall say peace and safety, then cometh sudden destruction. All right. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not that the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler of his household to give them meat in due season. Okay. So with that, stay up, stay watching, stay up, stay prayed up, Praying for yourself and for the Akim. Shalom to the elect.